Hey everybody, it's Thomas Heath. Welcome to a bonus episode of Ask Thomas Heath, where we give you answers to life and business. Female empowerment, what we're talking about, inspired by the art of Fer Caggiano and her exhibit, Like a Girl, Dare to Dream. I'm really excited. I'm interviewing one of the 40 role-defying strong women doing stuff that maybe people say, oh, a girl does that? I am really excited to introduce Charmaine Kelley. Welcome to Ask Thomas Heath.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Great. Okay, now, you don't normally you're in a uniform, right?
I am normally in a uniform pretty much 7 days a week, but anytime I have an opportunity to just be myself, I'm excited about it.
I love it. Authenticity. This is what a command chief looks like.
That's right.
So you have a lot of responsibility. Over 2,000 members of a joint Air Force, airlift base with big planes, right? The C-17s. Am I saying this right?
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Yes, it is a huge responsibility, none that I take lightly. I enjoy taking care of our men and women who are serving and delivering hope around the world. I love making sure that they have everything that they need, both for the mission. And then I love taking care of them as the person, because that's important to me, that we're developing good human beings.
Yeah, that's one thing that came across when I was doing a little research on Charmaine. It's not about the organization, the processes to her. It's about the people. And I love that. I love that. Okay, cool. So let's talk about, I got to ask, has a female ever been the command chief before?
Actually, yes, I'm the third out of a lot. So not very many of us, but I'm excited to be amongst the three.
Good. I love it. And here's to the fourth and fifth and sixth and going, where we don't even have to ask that question anymore.
Oh, that's a fact, because that's what I'm here to do. Break down barriers and make room for the next. That's for sure.
Yep. Love it. Okay. So Fer Caggiano, how did you come to be introduced to the artist?
So I actually met Fer. I actually got a phone call from her. She called me. I didn't know who she was, but I heard this exciting voice on the other line, like, hi, Charmaine Kelley, this is Fer. And I'm like, oh, hello. And it's so funny, because when I had an opportunity to meet her in person, she's everything that I thought that she would be, just whimsical, and she just looks like a creative thinker. She's someone whose space you want to be in. That's that positive energy. So when she said that this was for our young girls, I'm like, sign me up.
I love it. And you're a mom of two daughters, right?
I am. I have two wonderful, beautiful children, Mackenzie and Natalie Kelley. Mackenzie's 20 at the University of Louisville, and Natalie, she's 12, and she's here at the University of our home. So she's being homeschooled due to COVID.
So what type of questions did she ask you geared towards learning how to paint your portrait?
So she asked me some questions that kind of took me to a space that I don't like to go to a lot. She asked me, why did I come in the military? And I shared with her that my brother, he was active duty, and he was active duty Navy, extremely close. My family is extremely close. I only had two siblings, and he was 21 years old and came home on leave. And when he had come home on leave, he was shot and killed. And at his funeral, I didn't know what an E2 was, and that's our enlisted rank, at the very bottom, almost at the very bottom. And but I knew that E9 was the finishing point, and I knew that he never had an opportunity to make it to that point. And so at his funeral, I just looked at him and I told him that I was going to finish his journey for him. That is why I joined the Air Force, because I knew that one day I wanted to be an E9, because I had made that promise to him. So she asked me that, and, they're in the background, she and Miss Robin in the background crying and having that moment with me, just as I kind of relive that. That's not a space that I like to revisit, but I felt like I am at that point now to where I need to revisit revisit it. And because of that, she was able to bring that portrait to life.
Wow. Well, first of all, I'm sorry for your loss. What's your brother's name?
His name is Anthony.
Anthony. So Anthony served, came home. His life was taken much too soon, and you made him a promise that you would fulfill.
Absolutely.
Wow. That's powerful stuff. That's powerful stuff. Okay. Did you get a chance to go to the exhibit yet?
I did.
What was it like?
So we go and we bust through the doors, super excited because of, the anticipation. We walk in there, and Fer, she comes around and she has her little camera because she wants to catch that first moment. And so I looked at her, and she didn't know who I was, because usually you don't know who we are outside of uniform because we look so different. And so she's like, oh. And then she was able to see past the makeup and see past the hair, because I love the big hair, because you don't get to do that in uniform. So I turn around and I see this portrait, and I just pause, because I'm like, number one, how often are you selected to be in an art museum? It just felt like such an honor, one, to be amongst the 40 women who were chosen by Fer. And then two, for Fer to see something in me, to see something in my story that she felt would help some young ladies to be able to dream and want to reach a point and be able to see that this on the wall, this can be you.
What would you say to a young female looking at these pictures and the bios and the women behind it?
I would say to them that their potential is so much bigger than what they could have ever imagined. And I would tell them to start by looking at those pictures, start by reading those bios, because a lot of those women have been through some things. Secondly, for our young people who they may have grown up with a silver spoon in their mouths, I'll tell them to dream bigger than what their parents said that they should be. A lot of times people are living the dreams of others, the dreams of what someone else told them that they should be. Like we have a lot of doctors. I'm a doctor because my mom said that I should be a doctor, or my dad said that I should be a doctor. I want them to see the wide variety of ladies who are on that wall and see that they can be whatever they want to be.
Dare to dream for yourself, and go look at these paintings. Go learn about the women behind it, and then say, why not me?
Why not me? Why not me?
Right below me here is Fer Caggiano's website. You want to find anything out about this exhibit? Tickets, they're free. They're limited, though. If you see this after the fact, at least go check out Fer and what she's doing. She's got a book coming out. I just bought my copy today before they sell out. That's where you go, fercaggiano.com. How does any person, but I'm going to say young woman for now, how does she find out more about following in a career path like yours?
Oh, you go on to airforce.com. Airforce.com, it will show you everything that we have to offer. It doesn't matter what you do, we have it for you. I'm telling you, when I first came in the military as an E2, I had a chance to travel with the Air Force's Showcase Entertainment as a singer for a year. If you like history, we have historians. If you want to be a female maintainer, we have female maintainers who are working on airplanes. If you want to be a female pilot, we just had a female all pilot crew to take us and fly. And I'm telling you, when I say we fly like a girl, we do it better than no one else can.
I love it. You are an inspiration. You are a bundle of smiles and energy. I'm so honored that you joined me today on Ask Thomas Heath.
Thank you for having me. Quite an honor. And thank you so much for asking me.
I've heard so many cool stories. I'm like, I have to have this woman on. So thank you very much for honoring us and for inspiring everyone, especially the young females. God bless you.
Thank you so much.